who live and espouse the values of the United Workers' Party. So, our first award is the Youth in Female Chairperson of the party. She has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to community development, youth empowerment, and national service over the past 10 years. She is a young woman of integrity, dedication, and diligence. She has made a sterling contribution to her community of Rosalie and, of course, in Lucia at large. Her contributions span various roles and initiatives, showcasing a diverse range of activities that have positively impacted individuals and communities in the areas of education, youth empowerment, sports, community engagement, and leadership. She is a role model and truly an inspiration to the young people. And she is, of course, she has received numerous awards and recognition from the community. Her beneficiaries include the youth, students, families in need, and various community organizations and schools. Ms. Rejan Montoute has made significant strides as a youth advocate and leader on regional and international platforms. Please welcome the recipient of the Romanus Lancico Youth Award, Ms. Rejan Montoute. To present the award, I would call on the political leader of the United Workers' Party. Thank you very much. Our second award is the Women in Participation Award. And as we looked at our party over the last 60 years, Ms. Frances Prudent, who served faithfully for the United Workers' Party, is the recipient of this award. In the early years, after the party came into office, she served as a town clerk for Rosalie. And listen, as a town clerk for Rosalie, strategic position, people. It was during her tenure that all the lands in the area referred to as Masad were sold to the deserving individuals at 10 cents a square foot. This enabled hundreds of residents to relocate from the shanty homes in Rosalie to building wall houses, that's making them the new middle class in the community. She was also part of the board which oversaw the early development of what is now called the Rodney Bay. She's still alive and here with us, and she was always passionate about issues of gender bias facing women in the country and within the UWP. In view of this, she was tasked with the responsibility in the early 80s of helping to create the very first women's arm of the United Workers' Party. Ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed, we are fortunate to have with us her legacy in the person of Terrell Prudent, who will pick up the award on her behalf. And Terrell, of course, is our chairman, as you know, and so he is supported very much by his mom, who he speaks about every day. Thank you, Terrell. Yes, I know, Eldridge, yes. Our next award, I was about to say you were getting me. Our next award is the Integrity Award. And that award is in honor of founding father, Mr. Antoine Emmanuel Theodore. And it is bestowed on Mr. Louis George, posthumously, of Mico North. And let me say a little about Mr. George. The late Louis George was a distinguished statesman and a lifelong member of the United Workers' Party, dedicating over 4 decades of his life to public service and political leadership in St. Lucia. His unwavering commitment to the party and the nation has been evident throughout his career, serving with integrity, fairness, and deep passion for the development of our country. As a former government minister and leader of the opposition, Louis George played a pivotal role in shaping national policies, advocating for good governance, and championing the rights of the people. His tenure in public office was marked by honesty, accountability, and a steadfast belief in transparent leadership. Whether in government or in opposition, he remained a principled position. He had a principled voice for the people, ensuring that their needs and concerns were always at the forefront of decision making. Beyond his political career, Louis George has been a mentor and role model, inspiring generations of leaders within the United Workers' Party and beyond. His dedication to service, ethics, and national progress has earned him deep respect across the political spectrum. Today, we are honored to have with us his wife, Miss Agnes Louis, to pick up this award on his own. Thank you. Our next awardee, the next award is entitled Excellence in Communication. And this is in honor of the great, Mr. Wilfred St. Clair Daniel. We've got all the greats in this party. He was not a wannabe, he was it. Right? He was not the wannabe, he was it. And so Mr. Wilfred St. Clair Daniel, and that award is being bestowed on Mr. Norbert Williams of Grosile posthumously. So here a little about Norbert. The late Norbert Williams was a respected communications specialist, political commentator, and passionate advocate for the United Workers' Party. As a key figure in the party's media and public relations effort, he played a crucial role in shaping political discourse through his work in radio, television, and digital media. Williams served as the attaché to the Prime Minister, Alan Chasney, where he was instrumental in crafting and delivering government messaging, engaging with the public, and defending the administration's policies. His deep commitment to political communication extended beyond his official role as he became a prominent political commentator on Sky FM, where he fearlessly tackled pressing national issues and advocated for the United Workers' Party's vision. In 2022, he took his media influence a step further by launching his own radio station, One Lucian Radio, a platform dedicated to informing and mobilizing UWP supporters while addressing critical national issues. He was also the host of the popular television talk show, Keeping It Real. That's what we do, keep it real, where his bold and insightful commentary on politics, governance, and current affairs made him a trusted and influential voice in St. Lucia's media. Norbert Williams' contribution to political communication in St. Lucia left a lasting impact, and his dedication to the UWP and public discourse will be remembered as part of his enduring legacy. To receive the award on his behalf, I would now like to call on his mom and his sister Lila to receive the award from the Prime Political Leader.
I think it's appropriate for me at this point to let you know that there's a new radio station that's opening up. And that station is going to be called Fire FM. (107.7), and we'll be announcing next week what our program will be to bring the fire to the SLP.
Thank you very much, political leader. Our next award is the Humanitarian Award. And this is in honor of founding father, Dr. Vincent Monrose. This award is being bestowed on Mr. Earl Lewis. Mr. Earl Lewis is a founding member of the United Workers' Party. He is a respected businessman and philanthropist in St. Lucia. He's best known as the owner of the iconic Cosmopolitan Bar in the heart of the city. Beyond his success in business, he has been a pillar of generosity and compassion, dedicating his time and resources to uplifting his community. His bar was not just a place of business, but a gathering spot where he fostered connections, supported those in need, and contributed to the well-being of many. Through his acts of kindness, whether by assisting the less fortunate, mentoring young entrepreneurs, or supporting community initiatives, Earl Lewis has embodied the true spirit of humanitarianism. His unwavering commitment to giving back has touched countless lives, making him a beloved figure in St. Lucia. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Earl Lewis. That's true. You know, political leader just reminded me of a joke he himself shared with me. So all those of you who owe the man for years now, you all need to go and pay him, right? All those who owed him. But he was a great guy in the city, you know. And I was informing George Mallet's daughter a while ago because she didn't know who he was. I said, well, he was one of the pillars of your dad in the constituency. So our next award Because as anything else, you know, when we are part of an organization, it's about being in the team and learning to work together. Some people think they can learn to work together when they just get in the seat of politics. No, it's something that you have to do. So we have a collaboration award, and that collaboration award is in honor of our founding father, Morris Mason, and it is being bestowed on Mr. Pius Gangadine of Soufrière. Pius Gangadine is a devoted and ambitious leader who has served the United Workers' Party with integrity, humility, and unwavering loyalty. A proud son of Soufrière, he has made a significant impact in his community leadership service. Mr. Gangadine holds the distinction of being the youngest mayor of Soufrière. Could you imagine? Had to be a Flobo, where he managed the town's affairs with honor and distinction. He played a crucial role in the transformation of Soufrière, working closely with Senator Harold Stanislaus to bring a visionary approach to the development in the town. He's a silent humanitarian. Mr. Gangadine has supported numerous fundraising and charitable initiatives, demonstrating his commitment to community development. He firmly believes in empowerment, collaboration, and the core values of the United Workers' Party. His contributions have been instrumental in strengthening the party and his community. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a citation on Mr. Gangadine, and he's right here. Two more for you. Okay, our next award, there's no child in that. We're preparing him for the big event coming up, isn't it? Yeah, so he has to stay on with us. All right, so let's go. Our next award is the Visionary Award. And this is in honor of our founding father, Mr. Hunter J. Faswa. It is bestowed on Mr. Clem Bob of Soufrière. And I know Mr. Bob is not here with us, but of course his chairman, Dylan Alsey, will collect it on his behalf. But I want to say that Mr. Clem Bob is a long-standing stalwart of the party and a former chair as well, and is considered a visionary. He was the chairman of the board of the Development Control Authority, the DCA, for a number of years. He was a founding member of the St. Lucia Regional Development Foundation, the Soufrière Regional Development Foundation, that is, which is now a thriving organization. He was also a founding member of the Soufrière Marine Management Authority, better known as the SSMA. Through his leadership, a model was developed for the protection of marine life. This model was implemented internationally, which resulted in the SMMA receiving a prestigious international award. Mr. Bob gave Soufrière its first television station. He is a pioneer in the insurance industry in St. Lucia and is a pillar of the Catholic Church, resulting in him being knighted by the Pope, Pope John Paul II. Ladies and gentlemen, the award to Mr. Clem Bob is being accepted by his chairman, Mr. Dylan Alsey. Okay. I was told our guest speaker has arrived. Where is she? Emmeline Pierre? She's there? Oh, you have not seen her. Okay. So I just got the soupçon. I got the soupçon. Anyway, all right. So we now have the presentation of the Entrepreneurial Spirit Award. And here she comes, so we wouldn't disturb our... Let's welcome her, Miss Emmeline Pierre. Emmeline Pierre, all the way from Grenada. Grenada, yeah. Welcome. Ah, ladies, what a treat. Miss Emmeline Pierre is the leader of the opposition in Grenada. And she's going to be the next Prime Minister of Grenada. Well done. UWP at its best. That's UWP at its best. Okay, now the next award is our Entrepreneurial Spirit Award. And this award is in honor of our founding father, Michael Dublé, and it is being bestowed on none other than Mr. Nicholas John of Brozile. I'm not sure if his family is there. Mr. Nicholas John is a distinguished lawyer, entrepreneur, and long-standing member of the United Workers' Party. His career has been defined by excellence in law, business innovation, and political leadership. His dedication to justice and governance has made him a respected figure in St. Lucia's legal and political landscape. As a legal professional, Nicholas John has been a steadfast advocate for the rule of law, providing exemplary service and contributing to the advancement of St. Lucia's legal system. Beyond his legal career, he embodies the true essence of entrepreneurial spirit, demonstrating vision, resilience, and a commitment to economic growth. His business ventures have contributed significantly to the development of the private sector, creating opportunities and fostering innovation across the country. In addition to his contributions to law and business, Nicholas John has played a critical role in the United Workers' Party, having served as chairman of the party and currently holding the position of trustee and chairman of the National Campaign Committee. His strategic leadership has been instrumental in shaping the party's direction, strengthening its electoral strategies, and ensuring its continued growth. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nicholas John. Our next award is the Advocacy and Social Justice Award. And I think if you're a real flabo, you're supposed to know who the founding father of this award is and who the recipient is. Think. Let's go. This award is being bestowed on none other than our sister Sarah. Mrs. Sarah Flood-Beaubrun is a distinguished advocate, policy maker, and social justice champion in St. Lucia, whose lifelong dedication to human rights has left a lasting impact on our nation. As a former government minister, she has been a relentless voice for the rights of women, children, and the marginalized communities. Spearheading legislative reforms to promote gender equality, social protection, and justice for all. Her leadership has driven significant advancements in policy addressing domestic violence, child protection, and family welfare, ensuring that the most vulnerable have a voice in national development. Beyond policy making, Sarah Ford-Bobre has actively engaged in grassroots advocacy, empowering individuals and communities through education, outreach, and direct support programs. Her commitment to justice, unwavering integrity, and passion for positive social change make her a beacon of hope and a role model for future generations. I want to also say that Sarah also set up the first and only shelter for battered women in this country, the Women's Support Center. And Sarah also set up the first and only crisis pregnancy center in St. Lucia. Please welcome Sarah. Yes, we only left with 4 awards, so if you can quickly bear with me. And so I'll proceed. Our Community Excellence Award is in honor of founding father Alan Bousquet. You remember him? Fetty. Fetty. It's bestowed on it is being bestowed on Miss Rosemary Compton. Ms. Rosemary Compton has been an active member of the United Workers' Party for over 4 decades, serving in various roles on the branch executive. She is deeply committed to advocating for the less fortunate, the elderly, the sick, the blind, and those with mental health challenges. Her tireless efforts in supporting the vulnerable have made a lasting impact on the community. Beyond politics, Ms. Compton has been a pillar of social service, volunteering with various organizations to enhance the spiritual, social, and economic development of our country. She has been a dedicated member of the Friends of the Mentally Challenged for over 30 years, serving as president and in other leadership roles. Her strong faith also fuels her dedication as an active member of the Salvation Army Church and a volunteer with the Child Evangelism Fellowship, where she mentors children in holistic development. Ms. Compton's unwavering generosity, selflessness, and commitment to community makes her a true embodiment of the United Workers' Party values and inspiration to all of us. Please welcome Ms. Rosemary Compton. Thank you. Our next award is the Team Spirit Award, and that Team Spirit Award, Team, T-E-A-M, together each of us matter. Team Award, in honor of our founding father, George William Mallet, is being bestowed on Mr. Gregory Sejou of Grosley. And I will now invite his daughter to make her way while I do the citation. Mr. Gregory Sejou has been a faithful and long-standing member of the United Workers' Party. A spirit-filled stalwart, he is a man of integrity, a soft-spoken individual who always ensures that party members enjoy that feeling of inclusion. This is vital in ensuring that members continue to show loyalty. Yeah? We must be concerned about each other. Mr. Sejou has made significant contributions to the party, particularly providing advice to younger members. He was a member of the Board of Trustees and performed his role with diligence and respect. He was a pioneer within the tourism sector and can be credited as being one of the few St. Lucians who owned his own hotel establishment. Mr. Seju has been a loyal and committed member of the UWP. We would invite Ms. Marcella Johnson to receive on his behalf, because I'm not aware his family member was able to make it here this afternoon. Thank you very much, Mrs. Mallet. Our next award is the Excellence in Leadership Award. And that Excellence in Leadership Award is in honor of founding formidable father, Mr. Henry Girodi. And I would invite his daughter to come forward with the Prime Minister. So, this award is being presented to none other, and if you think deeply, you will see who deserves this as a UWP. This award is being presented to none other than Ms. Margaret Emmanuel of Miku South. Ms. Margaret Emmanuel has been an active and dedicated member of the United Workers' Party since its inception. She is a former chairperson of the Miku South branch and has demonstrated exceptional leadership, organizational skills, and strategic planning in structuring and managing the constituency branch. She is a firm believer in teamwork and collaboration. Ms. Emmanuel has played a pivotal role in executing election campaign strategies, successfully managing 2 victorious election campaigns. She is widely recognized as a reliable, committed, and influential organizer within the party, and her contribution has been invaluable to the growth and success of the United Workers' Party in her constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the indefatigable Ms. Margaret Emmanuel. Award, at least on my list, is the Lifetime Achievement Award. And this Lifetime Achievement Award is in the honor of none other than Sir John, the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is being bestowed on none other than Mr. Ambassador himself, Mr. Eldred Stevens. Mr. Eldred Stevens, Mr. Eldred Stevens, Mr. Eldred Stevens is a distinguished figure in St. Lucian politics and a proud member of the United Workers' Party. In 1982, he secured a victory as the parliamentary representative for the Beaufort South constituency. Testament of his unwavering dedication, strong leadership, and deep connection with the people. Throughout his political career, Eldred Stevens' various capacities consistently demonstrated his commitment to the principles and mission. He has held key positions within the party, including chairman of the party, first deputy, and playing a vital role in shaping the party's direction and strengthening its grassroots support. His political career has been marked by integrity, resilience, and an unwavering vision for the development of St. Lucia. His contribution to governance, community empowerment, and national progress have left an enduring impact on both the party and the country. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eldred Stevens.
Mistress Belrose, don't go too far. Our final award this afternoon, Political Pioneer and Women's Rights Award, in honor of founder Mistress Geraldine Rock, is bestowed upon Mistress Fortuna Belrose of Castries East. Is a trailblazer in politics, governance, and women's rights advocacy. She served as a minister in the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice, Empowerment, Youth Development, Sports, Culture, and Local Government, and as deputy chairperson of our party. During her tenure, Mistress Belrose led public education initiatives on St. Lucia's accession to the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, emphasizing the importance of justice reform. Her career includes over 34 years as a public servant, serving the length and breadth of St. Lucia. 25 years as a member of the St. Lucia Olympic Committee, which she also served as president for 8 years, during which she passionately championed athletic-centeredness and protection of women in sport, thus placing the organization on a trajectory that has realized St. Lucia's best performances in global sport. Mistress Belrose also served as president of the Netball Association, and during her tenure, St. Lucia also registered some of its best performances in decades in all areas of the sports. A steadfast advocate for justice and gender equality, Mistress Belrose has been at the forefront of initiatives, particularly in sports, addressing women's rights, making her a true pioneer in political and social reform. Thank you. Let's hear it together again for all the recipients of the awards. I want to acknowledge in our midst one of our parliamentarians who wasn't here earlier, but he's here now, Honorable Bradley Felix. At this moment, I would like to call on the chairman and the political leader, you will do that in turn, to give a few brief remarks on having accepted the position following the re-election.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, is a place
for people like me. Thank you. I'm a bit emotional, you know. And I just want to say to all of the delegates who made this possible again, thank you. My job is to continue to advance the overall interests and work of the United Workers' Party. And that, I promise you, that I will remain faithfully committed to. Because it reminds me of the days when our party had just lost the elections. And I don't know what happened. I was not running for chairman. I just felt I needed to go out to the parts of the country and to reassure supporters of the UWP their party was coming back. And I did that. And in the process, I started hearing chair of chair. I didn't understand it myself at the time, but it came to fruition. I remember my mom today, because I told her that she was going to get an award. She is bedridden, not too well, but I just pray God that she is here enough to see the victory of the United Workers' Party. I also want to say to you that I have an enormous love for the United Workers' Party. I do. And let no one ever question the depth of my commitment to this party. I want to say to you too that I'm not going to be the chairman that loses the next elections. And that starting in Grosley with Marcella Johnson, to the Castries Basin, to all of Miku North and Miku South, Denry North and Denry South, and Laborie, and Soufre, Choiseul, and also in ancillary canneries, I will do my damn best to ensure that the United Workers' Party is successful in the next elections. So having said this, I want to say to you, nothing makes me feel so good than to be working with this man called Alan Shasta. And I can say to you, we have the best team to take the United Workers' Party into the next elections. And with that said, I want to say one thing that I didn't. What is it? Viewfort South. That's right, Viewfort South. My apologies, Viewfort South, Viewfort North. That's right, because Lady Lee and whoever we choose, we're going right through. Are we ready? Yeah. Good. And I want to make one announcement to you. Our future Prime Minister, or next Prime Minister, said we have a new radio station. It's called Fire FM. And it's 107.7. I want to let you know this evening that Terrell Prudent and Point Blank will be back on this station. Thank you very much.
Mamai Flabo! That's all power! I want to say that first I must thank the good Lord. He or she has continued to give me strength, has continued to give me the wisdom, but most importantly, he's given me the reason to stay and lead the United Workers' Party to victory at the next election. Not less important, but very important to me. I want to thank my wife, who I don't have to tell you has been a pillar of strength. Not only for me in our home, but very importantly to the United Workers' Party in the community nights. And wherever there is somebody who needs help, my wife is always going to be there. So I thank you very much. My two children who are not here, who sometimes have to suffer the indignity of being introduced to a father that after people have spoken to them, they don't recognize. But the good thing is that I've spent enough time with them. I love them both very much. I want to thank and recognize them for their support. I know some persons have come to call me Uncle Shas, but the first Shas is Papa Shas. And I want to thank both my father and my mother for the upbringing they gave me. It was a household that was never short of love. It was a household that never put any limitations on me. It was a household that spoke freely and introduced me to world events long before I became of age. So to my father and my mother, thank you so very much. The other group of people that are very important on my journey to accept this nomination, and it's certainly not without their support that I can get this nomination. And those group of people have been so amazing to me, and the constituency that I come from has been so amazing to me. I want to say thank you to all my constituents and my executive branch from Micoud South. Thank you very, very much. Micoud South has been the most selfless constituency. Everybody wants to keep their candidate to themselves. And this is a constituency that has been willing to share me and share my time with the rest of St. Lucia. And I thank them for their resilience and strength. I want to thank my chairman and the elected executive, Mrs. Girodi, and all of you for what you're doing. I very much appreciate all the support that you all have given me at the executive level. I also want to thank very much my two deputy political leaders, Guy Joseph and Dominic Fede, for their incredible support, incredible hard work, and most importantly, for their advice. And I want to thank all of the candidates that have either been with us and are part of the executive, official executive, and also the new entrants into our party. I look forward to continuing the relationship with the ones I know very well, and I'm looking forward to developing an incredible relationship with all of you. So it's with a very full heart and lots of energy that I say to all of you, Thank you to the family of United Workers' Party for your support. And I want to say that with the greatest amount of honor and humility, I accept your nomination as the political leader of United Workers' Party. Thank you.
Labour must go, and Labour will go. Labour must go, Labour will go. But you understand why I tell you I have a fine political leader. You see the way he accepts? He said, I accept. You know, with humility, you know, no disrespect like those fellas in the House of Assembly, the dishonorable house. You understand? Now, that's why when I stand and I put my shoulder back, you know why? I have backer. You understand that? Good. Now, it's an important moment, and we have a guest speaker by video, and this is Miss Natasha Gray Brooks, of the political leader of the People's Action Movement of St. Kitts. So, she's right here.
All protocols observed. On behalf of my party, I wish the UWP a successful convention. It is a pleasure to be a part of your convention, albeit virtually. You have chosen a very fitting theme, and it is truly time for you to right the wrong. UWP, are you ready to right the wrong? I can't hear you. Are you ready to right the wrong? You gather at a very pivotal moment, at a time when your country's future hangs in the balance. I am sure you recognize with anything comes challenges, but you also possess immense potential. And at the heart of realizing that potential lies one crucial element: leadership. Leadership matters. We have seen in St. Kitts and Nevis, and I'm sure you have seen it too in St. Lucia, the difference between a country thriving and one that is struggling. The difference between a country united and one divided. And more often than not, that difference comes down to the quality of your leadership. Today, I want to talk about a specific kind of leadership: principled leadership. That means leadership that is not swayed by fleeting trends or personal gain. It means leadership that makes the right choices for the right reasons and for the right people. Principled leaders are guided by a strong moral compass. They prioritize the well-being of their people above all else. They understand that true progress isn't about short-term victories, but about building a sustainable and equitable future for everyone. Why is principled leadership important? Stability. In times of uncertainty, principled leaders provide a steady hand. Progress. Principled leaders aren't afraid to make tough decisions. Trust. Trust is the bedrock of any successful community. Unity. Principled leaders bridge divides and foster collaboration. Today, I want to be even more direct. You are not here simply to discuss abstract concepts. We are here because you are facing real, pressing challenges that demand immediate attention. You are here because your healthcare system is struggling. Too many families are facing long wait times, inadequate care, and crippling medical bills. Your streets are not safe. Crime and violence are tearing at the fabric of your society. The cost of living is crushing you. Everyday essentials are becoming increasingly unaffordable. These are not abstract problems. These are the realities that you face every single day. You must call on your government to invest in your health care. Implement comprehensive crime prevention strategies. Take concrete steps to reduce the cost of living. You cannot afford to wait, St. Lucia. UWP, you cannot afford to be silent. You cannot afford to accept the status quo. Your future, the future of your children, depends on your willingness to stand up and demand change. You must make it clear that you will not tolerate inaction. You will not tolerate empty promises. And you will not tolerate a government that fails to serve the needs of its people. Principled leadership is in Uncle Allen. But it is not just about Uncle Allen. It's also about all of you, holding your youth leaders accountable. It's about participating in the democratic process. So you must stay informed, stay up to date, engage in the dialogue. Tell your neighbors how things are not going well in St. Lucia. Vote. Exercise your right to choose leaders who embody the principles of integrity, service, and vision. Hold leaders accountable. UWP, commit yourselves to building a country where leaders like Uncle Allen put this country's interests first. You have to work together to create a future where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. In today's complex and interconnected world, the challenges we face are often too great for any one country to tackle. We need to work together, UWP, across party lines, to find solutions that benefit all of our respective parties and countries. The good news is that we have a powerful tool at our disposal: collaboration. When we work together, we can pool our resources, leverage our strengths, and find common ground. I urge you to reach out to your sister parties and explore opportunities for collaborations. UWP, we can work together to build a better future for all. Collaboration can help to build trust and understanding between different parties, and it is essential for creating lasting change. I want to emphasize the critical need for unity amongst members of the CDU. In a region facing numerous challenges, from economic instability to social unrest, our shared values and principles can be a powerful force for positive change. Despite the challenges, the potential rewards of unity are immense. A united conservative movement can amplify our voices, and influence our regional and international issues. As members of CDU, whether we are in or out of office, we can advocate for policies that promote economic growth, social stability, and individual liberty. I urge you to embrace unity, to reach out to your fellow conservatives, and work together to build a stronger, more prosperous Caribbean. You have a principled leader in Uncle Allen. He has steered St. Lucia to overcome many challenges. Your tourism sector has grown because of his leadership skills. He has a wealth of experience in both the private and public sector. Hold on to leadership that you can trust. Hold on to Uncle Allen. Action speaks louder than words. Don't be deceived by fancy talkers. Stand strong and united for real progress. UWP, it is time to right the wrong. St. Lucia, it is time to right the wrong. I respect Uncle Allen. I respect his experience and what he has done for his country. When Uncle Allen calls, I want you to answer. Show up strong, show up united, and right the wrong. Call out your neighbors, encourage them to right the wrong. It requires you to be courageous, to dismantle the plan of the enemy to cause injustice. It requires you to fight for opportunities for all St. Lucians. Let me warn you, the task of righting the wrong will not be an easy one, but it is essential. It is a challenge that you must all embrace. It is time for people to put their trust in UWP and stand behind Uncle Allen. For the sake of your own conscience, you must right the wrong. For the sake of building a more just and equitable St. Lucia, you must right the wrong. The future is not something that will just happen to you. It is something you can create. And by embracing principled leadership, you can build a brighter, stronger, and more prosperous future, not just for yourselves, but for generations to come. Thank you for listening to me. God bless UWP. God bless the Honorable Alan Chastney. God bless St. Lucia.
Distinguished leader, Honorable Alan Chastney, and the leadership of the party on the hosting of your party's convention. I also wish that I would have been able to be there in person, and thank you very much for your invitation for me to participate in such a great activity of yours. But unfortunately, I could not have made it here to be physically with you. You may be aware that just yesterday in Dominica, there was a major court ruling in favor of our party here in Dominica. And this is a victory that I'm sure will be spoken of not only here, but throughout the Caribbean region. A High Court judge ruled that the constitutional rights of myself and that of Honorable Lennox Linton, our previous leader, and that of the Honorable Edison James, the former Prime Minister, were all violated. This ruling stems from a case dating back to 2017, when we were dragged before the courts following a peaceful rally and some rioting that happened much later, several hours after our meeting had ended. In the process, I was twice arrested, spent 3 days in jail, made 22 court appearances over the past 2 years only, had my travel documents confiscated, and spent tens of thousands of dollars seeking justice. In the end, the judge also ruled that this was a gross violation of the court's process and permanently stayed prosecution on the matter. But such is the case and the state of politics in Dominica, so we move on. We live in a region that continues to face a series of challenges, including high unemployment, poor healthcare, rising crime and violence, and an escalating cost of living. In addition, in the midst of all this, we as a Caribbean region often have to negotiate the minefield of international relations where we attempt to balance our country's needs and interests, such as the decision by investment programs, with powerful external pressures that's exerted upon us. So, in the middle of all of these challenges, and as your party prepares for another election, it is important to consider the tens of thousands of St. Lucians who are looking towards you to chart a better future for them and their children, and to always bear in mind what is in their best interest. Indeed, your journey towards a victory on which you as a party have embarked will neither be easy nor swift. At every stage, you will need to battle your political opponents and fight hard for what you need to get accomplished. You will need to battle for a level playing field as it relates to financing during elections. You will need to battle for your many supporters who may be victimized because they support your party. Above all, you will need to continue to battle for the hearts and minds of all St. Lucians in order to ensure that victory at the polls. Yours must be a continuing vision for St. Lucia that seeks to build and not break down, that seeks to uplift and not tear down, to unify and not to divide. Above all, it must be a vision to improve the lives and well-being of your people, to create new and better paying jobs, to revive your economy, to energize your agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing sectors, to create wealth, and to build a strong middle-class society. It is my view that your United Workers' Party is well poised to deliver this meaningful change to the people of St. Lucia. This will in no way be accomplished, and in my mind, there is no doubt that it will definitely be accomplished under the strong, principled, and dedicated leadership that has been shown by your leader, Honorable Alan Shastney, one who is well recognized within the region for his influence and committed leadership for advancing good governance and development, and someone whom you surely can rally around. So as you progress with your convention today under the theme Right the Wrong, now is an opportune time as a responsible political party to reaffirm your commitment to tackle the many challenges that continue to plague your country. So in closing, let me boldly say that our party stands ready and willing to work together with you and sister parties and with like-minded aspirations throughout the region. So let us strengthen those bonds of friendship. Let us work together to build. Let us work together to tackle the many challenges that confronts us as a region. A better St. Lucia is a better Dominica, is a better region. Together we can do this, together we can work together, and together we can accomplish much. So again, I want to wish you every success for your convention, and I pray that everything will work well for you. And as you prepare for those coming elections, whenever it is called, that ultimately you will have the success that you're working so hard for, and the success that you truly deserve. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, very good. So this was the political leader of the Dominica United Workers' Party, Dr. Fontaine. We also have with us Dr. MacDonald Thomas, who is the International Secretary for the party. We'll invite him to say just a few words, and we'll move on from there.
United Workers' Party, St. Lucia, good afternoon. Are you looking good, boy, in the yellow? I like to see that. I want to say thanks for having me today. I want to say thanks to your political leader and to all the dignitaries here. My name, as they said, is Dr. MacDonald Thomas, who I am. I am the International Secretary for the United Workers' Party in Dominica. And I bring you greetings from our party. You just heard our political leader, Dr. Thompson Fontaine. Our president is Mr. Lennox Linton. And I want to say greetings from the entire executive of the United Workers' Party Dominica. We in the United Workers' Party in Dominica, we stand in solidarity with you, the United Workers' Party in St. Lucia. We press for transparent and good governance in our country. Governance where accountability is the responsibility of the servants that we elect to serve. Accountability and responsibility should not be an oh by the way, but it needs to be a way of life for those in government. True leadership dictates that those that we have elected to serve do so in sincerity and with honesty. We, the United Workers' Party, we share the same principles, the same disciplines that you here in St. Lucia share. We have the desire for good governance. We have the desire for strong governance. But our goal should be looking out for the people, looking out for the poor, ensuring that the things that we do are geared towards rising those that are below, rising those that are in poverty, and strengthening those that are weak. Our goal and our aspiration must be that people come first. And so we know and we recognize that the role of an opposition is a struggle. It is hard work, but we are confident in the end that you were there before and you can do it again. And you will do it again. So on behalf of the United Workers' Party in Dominica, we encourage you as you go forward to right the wrong, that you will be successful, and with God's help, you will overcome. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. I have news, and that's for Dr. Thomas, that I just spoke with our political leader, the next Prime Minister of this country, and we have agreed in principle to sign a sister-to-sister agreement so that we can pave the way for the Dominica United Workers' Party to be part of the Caribbean Democracy Union. All right? So, you see what sisters and sisters do? We work together. Because if we can affect change in St. Lucia, we must be able to effect change in all of the Caribbean, where we have our sister parties. So, tout partisan qui les bat, nous lui pour travailler pour mettre au dehors en l'autre Caribbean islands. If you understand what I'm saying. So that our values, what we stand for, is represented throughout the Caribbean and in the governments of the Caribbean. I have just one announcement very quickly. I have a key here. It's a set of keys with even a little Macy's card. So please, if you lost your key, you can pick it up on stage. We have it right here. So let your heart not be troubled. Let me call now on our Deputy Chairman, Dr. Farah Polius, to say a few words.
Our next speaker hails from Jamaica, and she is the Member of Parliament, Honorable Crystal Lee. Crystal Lee has been a Member of Parliament for St. Anne, Northwestern, that's in Jamaica, since 2020, spearheading initiatives in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic development. She serves on several parliamentary committees, including the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee and the Infrastructure and Physical Development Committee. Internationally, she has represented Jamaica at conferences on governance and women political leadership in Argentina, Belgium, and the UK. Beyond politics, Honorable Crystal has over 13 years of experience in business, operations, and marketing in the petroleum, restaurant, and bakery industries, along with 6 years in IT, specializing in system administration, networking, and data analysis. She's a member of the Kiwanis Club of the Garden Parish, St. Anne, and has held leadership roles within the organization. Academically, Crystal is pursuing a doctorate in business administration. She holds a Master of Science in Administration and a Bachelor of Science in Computing and Information Technology from the University of Technology, where she was also a student leader. She firmly believes in the transformative power of education and has worked to expand educational opportunities across St. Anne, Northwestern, ensuring access for individuals from all backgrounds. It's a pleasure to introduce to you our next speaker, Honorable Crystal from our sister Jamaica.
You live the life you love, you love the life you live, everything you have in mind I will give. Ooh, greetings I bring from Jah to all ragamuffin, ragamuffin, ragamuffin.
You make me stronger. You make me stronger. Gracias, Jesús. Watch me! From Jamaica!
You Advocacy, let me hear you! Are you ready to turn the road to victory?
From Canada to the US! Uganda! You're my creator. Lord, you know my times. Seasons of breakthrough, my seasons of trial. So I will seek you.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Chairman. Honorable Alan Chasnet, Chasney. Sorry. My apologies, Chasney. Honorable Alan Chasney. Other party officials or party chairman, deputy leaders, delegates, members of parliament, senators, endorsed candidates, other delegates here and members of the United Workers' Party of St. Lucia. We have our distinguished keynote speaker, leader of the opposition in Grenada and the next Prime Minister, the Honorable Pierre. Other political leaders, St. Kitts and Nevis and Dominica. Also, to mention Mrs. Marva Digerel representing the Mexican Embassy, First Secretary of Embassy of the Republic of China, Mr. Edison Su, and Taiwan, and Dr. Thomas. I bring you greetings from our party leader and Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Other party officials or delegates and members of the Jamaica Labour Party. We congratulate you on the success of your 43rd convention and public meeting, and also wish to congratulate all party workers and stalwarts who have received their awards this afternoon. The true engine of any great party is not just its leaders, but its dedicated workers. Even the ones who knock on doors, spread the message, and keep the machinery and the movement alive. Well deserved. Though our nations are separated by the Caribbean Sea, our parties share a common purpose. The Jamaica Labour Party and the United Workers' Party are both built on the foundation of hard work, opportunity, and a deep commitment to lifting our people to new heights. We believe that good governance is not just about holding office, but about delivering real, tangible results that improve lives. Like you, we in the Jamaica Labour Party understand that prosperity is not just a promise. It must be a plan, a mission, and a movement. It must be driven by policies that create jobs, strengthen our economies, and build a future where every citizen, no matter their background, has the chance to succeed. Under the leadership of Honorable Alan Chasney and the United Workers' Party, your nation witnessed significant advancements that have positively impacted countless lives. During your tenure in government from 2016 to 2021, several noteworthy accomplishments were received and achieved. 17 health centers were upgraded, enhancing access to quality health care across the island. The Owen King European Union Hospital was officially opened, marking the milestone in your healthcare infrastructure. Additionally, and don't forget, over 12 million in hospital bills were forgiven, alleviating burdens for many families. In 2019, it was your administration, the UWMP administration, that commenced construction of the Munchie Early Childhood Development Center. This facility, equipped with modern amenities, now accommodates approximately 60 students, including infants, toddlers, preschoolers, and physically challenged children. Recognizing the needs of the vulnerable populations, public assistance cash support was expanded to an additional 1,000 individuals in May 2020, increasing the total number of beneficiaries from 2,600 to 3,600. This initiative represented the largest increase in public assistance in St. Lucia's history. Between 2016 and 2021, several water projects were also implemented and undertaken to improve the access and quality across St. Lucia. These initiatives address long-standing water issues, enhanced the resilience of your water supply infrastructure, and ensured sustainable resources for various communities. These achievements are just some, they are many, and are a testament to the UWP's dedication to progress and the betterment of your nation. UWP members, St. Lucians should not be allowed to forget the hard work, accomplishments, and positive impact under your government. You should be proud to be a part of such a movement. At the heart of national development lies the principle of good governance. Integrity, accountability, and transparency are not mere ideals. They are essential components of a prosperous society. When leaders uphold these values, they cultivate trust, encourage investment, and foster an environment where citizens can thrive. The Honorable Alan Chastany has exemplified this approach to governance, prioritizing economic job creation and infrastructural development while always keeping the livelihoods and well-being of the people of St. Lucia at the heart of his vision. His leadership has been defined by a commitment to empowering families, supporting businesses, and creating opportunities for every citizen to thrive. Moreover, he has recognized that a nation's true strength lies in the safety, health, and education of its people. Through investments in quality health care and accessible education, he has worked to ensure that every St. Lucian, young and old, has the tools to build a better life. In recognition of his dedication and impact, our party and leader proudly extend our endorsement, acknowledging his significant contributions to regional progress and his unwavering commitment to building a brighter, healthier, and more prosperous future for all St. Lucians. As we therefore navigate the complexities of the modern world, the bonds between Jamaica and St. Lucia, and indeed among all Caribbean nations, become even ever more vital. Today, as I stand before you, I am reminded that the struggles and aspirations of our people are the same. And together, through collaboration and shared vision, we can continue to shape a Caribbean where leadership is defined by action and where our parties remain the driving force behind national progress. Let us continue to support each other, learn from our shared experiences, and strive collectively toward a future of prosperity, security, and unwavering democratic integrity. Members of the UWP, we encourage you to hold hands together and press on for the future of your nation towards victory. God bless you. Thank you.
You make me stronger. You make me stronger.
Gracias,
Watch me. From Jamaica to the Caribbean, from Spain to Colombia, from Canada to the US, Uganda. You're my creator.
Powerful woman, right? Yes. Let's hear it again for her, please. Honorable Crystal Lee from Jamaica. And our keynote speaker, very special lady I had the privilege to meet when I went to the land of spice. Where is the land of spice? That's right. Our keynote speaker, Honorable Emmeline Pierre, Leader of the Opposition and the next Prime Minister of Grenada. Yes. Emmeline Pierre has built a distinguished career in journalism, education, and youth advocacy and politics, demonstrating a lifelong commitment to Grenada's development. She began as a journalist before transitioning into teaching and youth leadership, serving as Deputy Director of Youth and holding key roles such as Regional Coordinator of the Commonwealth Youth Program and President of the National Youth Council. In 2003, at just 27, she became a senator and has since served as Minister for Youth, Sports and Religious Affairs, as well as Minister for Education, Human Resource Development, Information and Religious Affairs. A seasoned politician. She has been elected to Parliament 3 times and currently leads the new national party, NNP, set to be sworn in as the leader of the opposition. Beyond politics, she has been a consultant since 2011, advising public and private sector organizations across the region. A certified leadership practitioner and life coach, she holds fellowship status at the Institute of Leadership and Management and serves as a guest lecturer. Academically, she has studied youth development, emotional intelligence, and human resource management, earning an MBA in leadership and innovation, and she's currently pursuing doctoral studies. She's been a wife for 30 long years. She's a mother of 3 and minister in the Youth Testament Church of God. Mrs. Pierre continues to make a lifelong or lasting impact through leadership, governance, and community development in Grenada and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, Mama Iflabo, I want to present to you the leader of opposition from Grenada, Honorable Emmeline Pierre.
All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so
of the goodness. God is good. You wondered if you would have been here at this time. So many people give up after a loss, but God is faithful. God is good. UWP! No, I tried this with my people back home last week. I said, when I call you, don't tell me yay. So let me test how good you are. When I call you, you're going to first answer me by your theme. What's your theme today? And the second time I call you, you're going to tell me we will win. UWP! UWP! I love that. Let's do it one more time. We have some soldiers. We have some soldiers in this place today. UWP! UWP! I believe you when you say you will win. Put your hands together for yourselves. Put your hands together. Brothers and sisters, I want to first of all greet very specially the leader of the opposition here in St. Lucia, Brother Alan Chastity, former Prime Minister, we would never get it right, former Prime Minister of this country, current political leader of this party, and I want to especially recognize his dear wife. Where are you? Put your hands together. It's often said when you find a good man, there's a better woman. Good. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for her. I want to also recognize the deputy political leaders, other executive members of the party, my dear sister from Jamaica, our sister party, Honorable Lee. I recognize all other very important persons who have gathered for this very important convention. I recognize not just those who have come for this convention, but I also want to recognize all of those who have been elected to serve one more time. Put your hands together for them. To all the awardees, I congratulate you. UWP! UWP! I love you, love you, love you. I'm loving you bad. So this evening, brothers and sisters, you are gathered at a very significant time. And I want to say to you, it's with distinct honor and a sense of solidarity that I bring you very warm and fraternal greetings from your sister party, the New National Party in Grenada. Almost 3 months ago, we successfully held our party's convention, marking 40 years of our party's existence. We emerged stronger than ever with new leadership anchored in a rich legacy. Brothers and sisters, talking about legacy, I also bring you very special greetings from the former political leader of our party and former Prime Minister of Grenada for 23 years, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell. He sends his very special love and greetings to you. As I stand here this afternoon, I have to confess that I do not believe it is a coincidence. Before I became actively involved in politics, I was engaged as a young consultant with the Commonwealth Youth Program and was given a contract to do a consultancy right here in St. Lucia with the government of St. Lucia through the Ministry of Youth that was then headed by Brother Leonard Montu. The National Youth Council and the Ministry of Youth at the time approved the recommendations and the plan of action for the strengthening of the youth movement here in St. Lucia. Not very long after, the government of St. Lucia changed and the plans and programs were aborted. Brothers and sisters, I recently reviewed the plans. And I want to encourage you, I want to encourage you, executive, that you go back to look at what the young people said so many years ago. I don't think it is very different today. And so it means that as you develop your agenda for young people of this country, there is so much to guide you from then and of course now. In Grenada, our party is energized, just as we see that you are. We are making the necessary preparations, just as you are doing, for the next general elections, whenever they are called. We are poised to provide quality leadership for a country just as you are. And I am humbled, therefore, to serve as the third political leader in 40 years of our party's existence and the first female political leader. But I'm even happier, brothers and sisters, to have the opportunity to work closely with your own political leader and other political leaders of the CDU as we continue to work together to strengthen this region. I note with very keen interest the theme that you have chosen for today's activity, right the wrong. To me, this is not just a theme or a slogan. In my opinion, this is a call for action. A declaration that you will not stand by idly, hoping that better will come. Your theme connotes urgency, purpose, and a willingness to make the sacrifices necessary to create the change that is needed in St. Lucia. It is a commitment not just to create the change, but to be the change that you want to see. You are not just a government in waiting, but I say to you, you are a force that is ready again to lead the people of St. Lucia to brighter days ahead. Brothers and sisters, you are the change that you are waiting for. Our countries share deep-rooted commonalities due to our geography, our history, our culture, and our economy. Moreover, we face identical challenges requiring new vision anchored in the fundamental democratic principles that have shaped our various parties. We must therefore never lose sight of the unwavering sacrifices of those who went before us, those who worked tirelessly to uphold the mission and the vision of our parties. A heavy price was paid for the success that we enjoy today. Never forget. Brothers and sisters, the NNP and the UWP share a bond that is strengthened by our common membership in the CDU. Our parties have stood shoulder to shoulder, united in our belief in democracy, accountability, and people-centered leadership. That's why you are here in such great numbers. We understand, brothers and sisters, how our collective vision for the Caribbean can shape stronger economies, safer communities, and brighter futures for all. It is more than just political allegiance. This, in my opinion, is a shared mission. And that is why I say to you, you have my 100% and more support. And when Uncle Allen calls, we will answer. We will answer. We know that when UWP is strong, St. Lucia is strong. We know that when NNP is strong, Grenada is strong. And when the CDU stands united, the Caribbean is stronger for it. Brothers and sisters, St. Lucia, like many other Caribbean nations, is facing some significant challenges. The healthcare system needs strengthening to meet the needs of every citizen. Cost of living is rising, affecting families across our countries. Crime and violence remain serious concern wherever you go. Economic challenges pressure individuals and businesses and pose a serious threat to the sustainable development of St. Lucia, Grenada, and other Caribbean islands. Gender-based violence continues to be an issue that demands attention, and not just attention, urgent attention. Brothers and sisters, I say to you this evening, these challenges require strong leadership, or they will only get worse. They require leadership that is ready and able to confront the challenges and effect positive change. I urge you, therefore, to focus on strengthening and building the capacity within your party. Build alliances and develop strategies necessary to effect the changes that you want to see. Develop and organize the various arms of your party through training and shared experiences, ensuring that the election machinery is always ready, always sufficiently oiled to not just win an election, but to govern St. Lucia. Too many political parties are focused just on winning elections. Then they create a mess for another party to clean up. Preparing to win election is critical, but being ready to govern the country is even more important. That is why I beg your support for your dear leader as he selects the right team, not just for winning, but for governing the country. You must be prepared to grab the attention of the Gen Zs and prepare to embrace our young people as they are born in a rapidly evolving technological era. They are crucial. Listen to me carefully. Our young people are crucial to your mission, and you must know how to value and actively engage them as agents of change. Brothers and sisters, the NNP is swiftly developing its party institute, taking responsibility for further educating our members on party history, party philosophy, election preparation, and of course, governance. This strategic approach guarantees the health and sustainability of our party and would help to better prepare us for governance. Brothers and sisters, the aim is not just to expand numerically, but to develop quality membership that shares the vision and is enthusiastic and prepared to create a brighter future for us in Grenada, but for you in St. Lucia. You have your work cut out as well. A party is as strong as its leadership. And that does not just mean a political leader. True leadership does not waver. True leadership does not bow. And true leadership does not break. True leadership inspires confidence, instills discipline in the organization, and ignites action. Your leader is a man of vision, a leader of action. Under his leadership, the UWP has worked tirelessly to drive economic growth in this country, expand opportunities, and uplift the people of St. Lucia. No one can deny this. He has repeated and he has demonstrated repeatedly his commitment to St. Lucia and St. Lucians. His ability to make tough decisions, his unwavering dedication to progress must be remembered and recognized. We therefore feel very confident that he will be the next Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Brothers and sisters, every citizen of St. Lucia hopes for a future of stability, growth, and opportunity. They want a government that listens, that works, and a government that delivers to its people. They are not interested in empty promises and uncertainty. Our citizens want leadership that guarantees them good governance, accountability, and integrity in public life. Many believe in the promise of progress and they are looking to you, the UWP, for stronger leadership. The time for action is now. To right the wrong, which is your theme, the UWP must present a clear and bold vision of the future for St. Lucia. You must engage with communities, understanding their needs and aspiration. In other words, you need to be on the ground where the action is. You must unite as a strong, cohesive force that is ready to lead St. Lucia. You must embrace modern strategies to connect with the people and energize your movement. I remind you, this must not just be about winning an election. You must be ready to govern St. Lucia again. The journey ahead will therefore not be easy. Great achievements never come easily. But each of you, every party member, every supporter, every believer in a better St. Lucia has a role to play. Every single one of you. What is your role? You must be engaged, yes, to win, but you must know what you have to do to win. You must be engaged, informed, and an active agent of change, ready at all times to make the necessary sacrifices. You must share the vision of progress with every single person that you interact with. You must stay committed to the principles of democracy, fairness, and accountability. You must embrace every person who shares your vision. Election is a numbers game. One vote can make a big difference. And I say to you, in addition, you must stand up for your rights because you have nothing to lose. Get up and fight back. You have nothing to lose. So as you work towards a brighter future, I encourage you to stay united. I encourage you to stay united and focused. The greatest strength of your movement will be its solidarity. What are you prepared to do together in the interests of your party, in the interests of your country? This. When party has to win and country has to win, our personal egos, our personal interests sometimes have to be crucified for the greater. So I say to you tonight, this evening, unite with your leader for the bigger cause. And the bigger cause is UWP. The bigger cause is St. Lucia. As I leave, I wish you all the very best this evening. And it's clear, this is not just politics. This is about the future of your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. Do not joke with this opportunity that you now have. Stand with passion, speak with conviction, work with determination. The people of St. Lucia are counting on you. You cannot disappoint them. So together, you will shine. With that determination, St. Lucia will always win. God bless you. God bless your leaders. God bless St. Lucia. All the best on your victory to come.
All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so
A resounding round of applause for the Honorable Emmeline Pierre. And she taught you something. Let me see if you have remembered. Let me see if you remembered. Makadi UWP, huh? Mama Iflabo! Mama Iflabo! Yes, I. Mama Iflabo, Mama Iflabo. Powerful speakers today. And they all delivered a powerful message. So as we draw the curtains down on this conference today, you know, we need to be able to express our gratitude, because it is something, although it is the simplest thing that we as human beings can do, but yet it is one of the most powerful things we can do for each other. So saying thank you to you and to all of those who worked tirelessly to make this 43rd annual convention of the United Workers' Party a reality and resounding success. This is really a noble gesture. Just a slight change. I think I'm going on because we want to leave to go to that convention where there is endless fire. But please, I ask the political leader to come in at this point to address you. Let's put our hands together for our political leader.
Action speaks louder than words. Don't be deceived by all those fancy talkers. Action speaks louder than words. Don't be deceived by all those fancy talkers. 'Cause a man can fancy talkers. 'Cause a man can fancy talkers.
Flabo! Mama Flabo! Boy. I think all of y'all got a passing grade. So first of all, I want to thank all of you, the members and delegates of this convention, for coming out today in such large numbers and being so energetic. And I know that all of you are looking forward to the public meeting that's going to be coming next. So let me be fast, but it's very important. First of all, I want to thank my colleagues from the Caribbean Democratic Union. The Honorable Natasha Brooks from our sister party in St. Kitts and Nevis, PAM. Dr. Fontaine from our soon-to-be sister party in Dominica, United Workers' Party. The Honorable Crystal Lee from the Labour Party in Jamaica, our sister party. And to thank our keynote speaker, the Honorable Pierre, the leader of the opposition of the NNNP. And I'm also going to ask you if you can please convey my greatest regards to Dr. Mitchell. Dr. Mitchell has been a stalwart of the United Workers' Party, a dear friend and supporter of Sir John and also of Keith Mitchell in St. Vincent and Eugenia Charles. So again, I want to thank him not only for his contribution to Grenada, his contribution to the Caribbean, but his founding membership of the Caribbean Democratic Union. Thank you very much. And to my very dear friend and colleague, Prime Minister Holness, Crystal, if you can please convey our gratitude for him allowing you the time to come here and to share those great words. Thank you so very, very much. The reason why we chose the theme, Right the Wrong, is because the members of United Workers' Party know what is better. It's because we know what is better that we can say it is time to right the wrong, because we can see for ourselves what is going on in this country is wrong. If I can ask that the chairpersons of the constituency branches, if they can please stand and let me acknowledge them to say thank you so much. All the chairpersons to say thank you for your hard work, your support. We are meeting on a regular basis, you're mobilizing on a regular basis, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your dedication and support of United Workers' Party. If I can also ask the elected members of our executive also to stand and to take recognition for your incredible contribution and the hours that you all put in to make the United Workers' Party function. I want to recognize a newly formed group, I think headed by Darnley LeBourne and Jimmy Haynes, and that is the PR committee. I want to thank them for the outstanding job that they have been doing every single day in fighting the fight and raising their voices. I specifically also want to thank Spider, Montoot, and Nancy Charles for the outstanding jobs that they have been doing on the different radio shows, explaining us and taking the fight to the Labour Party. Thank you very much. A group of people that remind me every single day that they're there, and that I continue to feel the strength in my back, the strength in my heart from what they're doing, and that is the prayer warriors of the United Workers' Party. I want to thank all of you, and I see many of your faces today, recognize many of your names, that every time we're on a live, that you're the ones fighting the fight on the chat groups. I want to say thank you for your perseverance and continuing to take the fight to the Labour Party. I also want to recognize, because sometimes we don't want to give this party enough credit. We are the first political party in St. Lucia to have nominated and put forward a woman as our political leader. We also made history this week in the Senate, and that we put forward the youngest serving member in the Senate, Joshua Harrell. And I don't know many of you had a chance to listen to him in the Senate, but I was inspired. I was encouraged, and I was saying that he did an outstanding job in representing the young people of this country. And United Workers' Party is going to continue to give a platform to the young people to express themselves, but more importantly, United Workers' Party is going to provide the platform for young people to take care of themselves and all their family members and to build a substantial future in St. Lucia, and they will never have to get a visa to leave St. Lucia because St. Lucia will be their home. I want to congratulate all of you because you may not have realized the history that you have created today. You created history because as we are leading into the elections, it is you, the constituents, the members of each of the branches that have participated in our zonal meetings and now participated in our convention. And today we passed 13 resolutions that have now become the law of the United Workers' Party. And that when we speak on the platform about healthcare and national security and infrastructure and our young people, we are speaking on behalf of the people of St. Lucia because you're the ones who put those policies together, and it is our job now to execute. We have a party that has now proven that we are from the bottom up and not from the top down. We have a leadership that listens, not a leadership that dictates. Not a leadership that forces people to run away from democracy, but a leadership that embraces democracy, embraces mutual respect. We don't always have to agree, but we must allow the voice of the majority to prevail. I said to all of you during the zonal meetings that Sir John Compton used to be a member of the Labour Party. That is where he started his political career. And he was part of the Labour Party because there was a common cause. And that cause was to bring St. Lucia and St. Lucians to freedom, to bring us to our independence. And in order to take away the rights of business people from this country, plantocracy owners, and to empower the people of St. Lucia and to mobilize the resources of this country to benefit you. We spoke about the days of the plantation and massa. We spoke about the times when people who worked on those plantations had to seek approval, permission to be able to leave the plantation. And they were forced to live in substandard living, pit latrines, homes they could never foresee that they could improve, the ability to own their own property and own their own home, or even to aspire to own their own car was not possible in those days. That was what drove Sir John Compton the most, because it was his constituencies from Dennery North all the way to Micoud South that were the inspiration and the persons that were suffering under that regime. And he fought for your liberty. But when he achieved that liberalization with the Labour Party, what he quickly realized was the Labour Party had no plan. There was no next step. They did not know how to empower the people of this country. And it is for that reason that he broke away from the Labour Party and in 1964, with other like-minded men and women, created the United Workers' Party. And from 1964 until 1997, he remained in government, and that is why we call him the father of St. Lucia. It is under Sir John that we went away from cutting sugarcane to planting bananas. And with those bananas, individual people were able to own their own piece of St. Lucia and to earn enough money to send their children to school and to build their own homes. He built roads, he brought water, he brought electricity, he brought telephones, he improved the airports, he built ports, he built hospitals. And all those people in the South whose children used to have to leave the South in order to get a secondary education. He built secondary schools in the South. That is what the United Workers' Party comes from. And it is that those achievements that aspires me and the leadership of the United Workers' Party to want more, and we know that we can achieve more. But the last 4 years, my brothers and sisters, have reminded us one more time that Labour Party does not have a plan. Labour Party is about the comrades. It's about taking care of themselves and fooling the people with secrets, lies, and propaganda. That's all we see, half-truths. In the House on Tuesday, we saw that the Speaker of the House was attempting to hide the truth. Now, I want to ask all of us, if you are to sit in the House and you are to hear a lie and I said nothing, then what y'all will say to me is I had an opportunity to say so and I didn't. And that is why I will never allow my voice to be silenced in the House of Parliament. I will always defend the truth, and I will always defend the people of St. Lucia. Not just some, but all the people of St. Lucia. We've seen a government that has been merciless when it comes to taxation on this country. Whether it's artificially high gas prices, not subsidizing cooking gas enough, putting a 2.5% levy on you. But I want to tell you what the most expensive tax that we have in this country is. It's called corruption. This Labour Party has siphoned $2.5 billion US from the coffers of St. Lucia. 6 billion EC dollars. And for those persons who only know how to count to a million, $6,000 million has been taken away for the people of St. Lucia, and it is time for us to right the wrong. We have been deprived of health care. Our own comrade, a person that deserved so much better, Skinny, that in his last days of life, that he had to suffer the indignity of sitting on a stool for 40 hours, waiting to be attended. And it's when we were able to get the resources and put him at Tapioca that he was able to die in peace and die with dignity. I don't blame Labour Party for having his illness. That is the Lord to make that determination. But what I do hold him accountable for is the indignity that was vetted upon him is unfair. I want you to imagine for a moment that the lazy roller got sick and that he had to go to the hospital. Do you think that they would have put him on a stool for 40 hours? Not that he would have fit on the stool. We saw that when Jeremiah lost his leg, the whole of St. Lucia came to his rescue. Even the government that was in office, we were not deterred because he was contesting the election. We immediately made available resources in order for him to go to Martinique. When it came time for him to return the favor to a person from his constituency who didn't lose one leg, he lost 2 legs. You know what he told me in the house? He said, "What do you want from me? I'm not a doctor." So I want to say to him, all the people that came to your help, they were not doctors either, but they came and they helped you. But Jeremiah, in my mind, represents the heartlessness of the Labour Party. They only care about themselves, and that is why we must right the wrong. They are causing us to suffer with the cost of living. That is unacceptable. They have no heart. Now, I want to speak about a very important thing. Many people have come to me to say to me, Mr. Chasney, we are in trouble. I said, why? I said, because we see how much money the Labour Party is accumulating, and they're going to be coming with this election with a lot of money to spend. Well, I know one of those persons, a businessman who has said that he will spend whatever money he has to make sure that Alan Chasney does not win in Micoud South. So here is my message to him and to the Labour Party with all their money. The people have suffered enough. Spend the money and take care of the people. And I want you to take the money because they owe it to each and every one of you. But take the money and make sure you right the wrong and vote them out. I have no fear in my heart. I genuinely believe and have confidence in the people of St. Lucia that they will do the right thing. We must do the right thing. We must take their money. And I want to say this to you. The more money they spend, that tells you how desperate they are to be back in government to rule over you one more time. 4 years have gone by, and they've given you nothing. So I want to say to all of you, thank you for coming out today. I'm looking forward to introducing to St. Lucia our newest candidates. We have 5 new candidates that we're going to be announcing. And to let the Labour Party know, stop playing a game. If you believe you're going to win 17 not, call the elections. Call the elections. And maybe you need to take some Pepto-Bismol so you don't suffer from any cacaglo. You can see today, United Workers' Party is ready. Est-ce que pas ouais? Mamai Flabo? Oh, you all forget already. Mamai Flabo? Mamai Flabo? Thank you very much. Off to Lakai.
Action speaks louder than words.
Please don't.